Good afternoon, everybody. Billy the Hillbilly here. Today's story is called Tadpole Shrimp. Now, people have described the Mojave Desert in southeastern California as a vast wasteland. The plants and animals that live in the Mojave have to adapt to the hot, dry conditions of their habitat. Spines protect cacti from the intense heat of the sun, deflecting some of the rays, and animals hunt at night when the temperature drops. But one creature, though, shows an incredible amount of patience as it waits for rain. Lying in the hardened mud, the eggs of the tiny tadpole shrimp stay buried for decades, hatching as soon as a rainstorm creates a temporary pond. Although in other deserts heavy rain occurs yearly, in the Mojave, rain may not fall for 25 years or even longer. When it does finally rain, the eggs hatch almost immediately. After waiting so long, hundreds of thousands of little shrimp are impatient to grow up and lay eggs of their own so that their species will survive. Therefore, within weeks of hatching, the little larvae mature into adult shrimps and lay eggs in the soft mud. You see, they have no time to lose, for when the pond water evaporates, as it surely will, they will die, just as their parents did so many years earlier. But the next generation of eggs is safe in its underground incubator waiting. The tadpole shrimp that are now isolated in the Mojave sand are probably descendants of the shrimp that originally lived in the waters of the Pacific Ocean. As the sea receded, the shrimp adapted to the habitat that became drier and drier, and in order to survive, the shrimp had to outlast the long droughts. So the eggs became accustomed to lying dormant for years. In fact, evidence suggests that the tadpole shrimp eggs can survive being buried in the mud for a century as they wait for the rain to fall. Now, as Christians, we are waiting patiently for that final outpouring of the Holy Spirit, and the Bible refers to this as the latter rain. The Bible says, "Ask the Lord for rain in the time of the latter rain. The Lord will make flashing clouds. He will give him showers of rain." That came from Zechariah chapter 10, verse 1. And in the meantime, like the tadpole shrimp, we need to wait patiently for the rain. And your verse today comes from Psalm 37, verse 7, and it says, "Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him." Guys, as you look at these pictures and you see these little amazing animals, you need to stop and understand how God has helped them to adapt and prepared them for the life in that Mojave Desert. And if we turn our lives over to Jesus, he'll help us to adapt and prepare for a life so that we may be with him in heaven. Y'all have a blessed day.